Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's Dominique here, and today we're going to review and talk about the solid scents from the Geek Chic Cosmetics, which is honestly very hard to pronounce when you're not like American or English. Geek Chic. I don't know why. So I found this site about 5 to 6 years ago, which is honestly quite a long time, and they're a vegan brand, indie brand that make everything like at home and send from their home, just basically like a very small like workshop, I guess. But they do have like a very big selection of eyeshadows and like face powders and all that. But since it's in America, I have to really like check what I can buy from them because of the shipping problems and the cost. So the first time I bought from them was like 5 or so years ago, and I bought 3 solid scents. And back then they had more selections. I guess like the solid scents are not as popular as like the eyeshadows that they have, which I heard are very high quality, and I wish I one day to buy some. So the solid scents, they also have liquid scents, but they cannot like ship them overseas. I guess it's like a regulation. So the solid scents, they have a couple of different themes. They used to have a whole theme for bakery, like for the series, what was it? Pushing Daisies, I think. About that guy that can bring stuff back to life that bakes pies. So they used to have like a really big section. These days they don't. They have only, I think, the badasses of fiction, the la femme tragique, and the Dragon Age series. So of course I'm a big fan of Dragon Age, so once I saw that they have like sets dedicated to them, I was like, I need it. And yeah, first time I bought 3, which was the Witch of the Wilds, the Frisky Pirate, and the Harley Quinn inspired Crazy Loves Company. So I had those for 5 years now. I still have them, and I still use them today. Like, they're in these tiny little lipstick tubes, and like I think I used up about half of them because I just like try to save them so much because I love them so much, and I don't know when I'll be able to buy more. So I still have those. Since it's a vegan formula, it's mostly like coconut oil, candela wax, jojoba oil, and stuff like that. Grapeseed oil. It's mostly oils. So it doesn't have a lot of preservatives. So the old ones you can already smell are going a bit like rancid. So of course, like, they're not supposed to be used for 5 years. I guess like the shelf life is about 2 years, I would guess. But yeah, I can't help it. They just smell so amazing, and I just want to keep them. I'm never gonna throw them out, like, ever. So today we're gonna talk about what they smell like, which ones do I have. I don't have only 4 of the ones that are available on the site currently. I don't have the ugly Christmas sweater, the one that's inspired by Hannibal Lecter. I don't have the one that's inspired by, what was it? I don't have one of the femmes tragiques. Don't remember the name. I don't have the one inspired by Zevran, and yeah, so I don't have 4. I do have everything else, so we're gonna go over all the scents, what they smell like, how they last, and all that. So first we're gonna start with the badasses of fiction. I have currently 2 of those. So the first one is the Harley Quinn inspired one that I bought like 5 years ago or so. You can tell because the label has pretty much worn off by now. So the badasses of fiction is a series that's based on, I guess, the favorite badasses of fiction for the creator. Yeah, it's mostly, it used to be more of those, so now they have 3, but they used to have like 6, I think. So we're starting with the Crazy Loves Company, which is Harley Quinn inspired. I have like notes on what it smells like. The description says it smells like red velvet cake, cotton candy, kettle corn, funnel cake, and under all that it has amber, musks, and cocoa. So it's very sweet. Like it's like almost overwhelmingly sweet sometimes. Like it's sweet. Like you're gonna smell like you stayed all day at a bakery. So yeah, you can tell that these have gone a little bit off by now. You can tell that you smell that little rancid scent. Like, but this is the fault of the 5-year-old perfume. The others don't have that smell. But you can still smell like bakeries and cakes, and yeah, it's a very like warm scent. Like you kind of feel like you are sitting at a bakery drinking a hot chocolate, and you're just, I love the amber and the musk scents. That's my personal preference. I always loved like musky scents. I usually wear only like unisex perfumes, which these are mostly unisex except for the 3 femme tragique, tragical woman, except for those 3, all of these are unisex. But yeah, the Harley Quinn one, it just smells very bakery shop. Like sitting at an autumn evening, sitting at a bakery and drinking a hot cocoa. That's what it smells like. So it's one of my favorite scents. Of course, I've had it the longest, and it's great. The next one we have is Executioner, also from Badasses of Fiction, and it's based from Grammar, from the Pyramid Head from the Silent Hill series, the video game. So the Pyramid Head is like a murder spirit, I would say. In the game, it's like it hunts and kills the ones that feel guilty about murder or something like that. I haven't played that game. I watched the movie once, though I really remember this character looked amazing. It really gives off that impression, like, wow, I'm gonna die, but in a really cool way. Like it's really like, wow, you know? Very masculine. The whole image of the executioner of the Pyramid Head is very masculine. He's like ripped, very sexy, and has, of course he's covered in blood, but like the muscles are very sexy, and he has like this giant metal thing on his head and this huge like sword or something, which he uses to like literally slice people in half. But the scent of it is oak moss, cool greens, musk, gentle florals, currant, and sweet wine. So I'm guessing the creator went for like a very like masculine first impression, but the fact is, in the Silent Hill series, the executioner, the Pyramid Head, is controlled by this more feminine energy. There's a lot of like in the movie, the woman is looking for her little girl, so there's that femininity in the movie, which I guess reflects in this perfume. So we're just gonna smell it quickly. My family's opinion on these is that they all smell kind of like laundry detergent to them. I don't know why, I don't really smell that. With the Executioner, you can definitely, like, first and foremost, I can kind of like smell the sweeter scents, like the sweet wine, the little florals, but you can also get the sharpness and the muskiness of like oak moss and the musk. I would say it's more like, it's definitely a very unisex kind of smell. There's a balance of the muskiness and the florals and the like what people more perceive like a feminine floral scent and a masculine scent. It's all together, and it really goes very well. It's very balanced. I think I'm gonna wear this one a lot. You can kind of smell like, once you smell more and more of it, the cool greens really come out. It's kind of almost like a little tiny bit minty at some level, but I need to like wear it more, see how it works with my body chemistry. I think it's gonna turn out more musky and sweet. I like the currants, the base of currants, like the third note, it's currants. And really, like, it's a very nice smell. If I hugged someone and they were wearing this smell, I would definitely like compliment them. It's not like overly sweet. It doesn't have like the same sugary notes, but it's like gently, like, it's like sleeping in a forest, in a little meadow in the forest. That's what it smells like. It's like, it smells like sleeping in a meadow in a forest. Like there's trees and there's flowers, and you're just like laying there, and you can smell the trees, you can smell the fields, you can smell the grass under you. That's what it smells like, for me at least. Okay, the next one, so these are the two from Badasses of Fiction. They're both pretty strong smells. They wear pretty much all day. You don't, like, it depends on how much you swipe them. I usually swipe them on like my wrists and like on my neck a little bit, on my décolletage or whatever it's called. Décolleté. But yeah, it smells pretty strongly at first. Like, it wears down during the day, of course, and like the notes go and mix with your body sense, and it really turns into something that's personal to you. But they are pretty strong, and yeah, like I said before, I used to use this, the Harley Quinn one, like a lot. So even if I move the wrapper, I wonder how much there's left in it. So there's about 1.5 centimeters of it left, so like about this much is left from there. So I still think if I use it every day, it lasts me like about a year, because it doesn't like go down as drastically as you think, unless you like use it in the warmer summer months when it's more like it melts a little bit. So yeah, if it gets really hot in like your cosmetics bag or whatever where you keep them, they will like melt a little bit. They will be like soft and spread out very easily. But yeah, it definitely lasts throughout the day. If you go like a couple swipes here, a couple swipes there, it lasts throughout the day, no problem. So yeah, next we have the Dragon Age series, which I am in love with the Dragon Age series, and these are inspired by the originals and the second series, so Dragon Age Origins and Dragon Age 2. And I wish they made like Inquisition inspired, because like Inquisition is my favorite. So like I wonder if they have like a scent for Dorian, for example, or like Dorian would be just like, that scent would be amazing, I imagine. Or like Vivian or Sarah would just smell like cookies probably. But yeah, moving on. The first two that I have are Witch of the Wilds and Frisky Pirate, which were the scents that I bought like 5 years ago. So Witch of the Wilds was one of my favorite scents for like going out. It's a very like, it's unisex, but it like feminine unisex, and it's very like in your face, like it's inspired by Morrigan, who is a witch that is like an illegal witch that lives in the woods, and her mom's like the badass of all thetas, which is the world of Dragon Age. And the whole scent is like scrying herbs, ritual spices, fresh greens, oak moss, patchouli, sandalwood, mint, and vanilla. So I know a lot of people don't like patchouli, so maybe like this might not be for you if you don't like that. But in general, like I used to use these perfumes like mostly when I went out with my friends, and all my friends agree that the scent smells kind of like Jägermeister. They're like, oh, this smells like Jägermeister. This is my favorite of the ones you have. Like, great, I smell like an alcohol. But it really does. It's very herbal, very witchy, and still soft because of the vanilla. Like, yeah, you can almost like, it kind of, at first, you can almost like smell Coca-Cola, which is weird. Like, it has that sparkly cola scent at first, like the first initial smell, you're like, oh, that's kind of, and then you're like, oh, you can smell the herbs in there, and you're like, is this, it generally smells like Jägermeister and cola, but like in a good way, like vanilla cola with Jägermeister. This is what it smells like. It's delicious. Yeah, it's a very inviting scent. Like, kind of like dangerous. Like, I wear this scent when I want to be like a badass, like going hunting for guys and just like smell like dangerous and sexy. This is what like makes me feel that way. Because you can smell the sweet vanilla and like that like draws you in, but also there's all these strong musky like herbal scents that just like makes you feel all mystical. It's a very witchy scent. It's like one of my favorite scents. Again, like I wear it like all the time, and it's been like quite a few years and there's still like quite a bit left of it. Like it's still gonna last me at least a year. And yeah, I just love the scent. Like you can smell the spice, the greens, the herbs. Like it's something like, it's like a, like when you watch movies and they have this like devil woman that's like all sexy and leather and like bewitching people, that's the scent. Witch of the Wild is that scent. Recommended for all witches of like any walks of life. Like this is really a great scent. If you want to be a witch or smell like a witch, that's what you buy. Next we have Frisky Pirate, which is inspired by Isabella from the second Dragon Age, and well, of course, Isabella is a pirate who is like almost overly sexual. Like everything about Isabella is sexy. She like dresses all very racy, almost like for like the Middle Ages kind of feel that Dragon Age has. Isabella is pretty much scandalous in numerous cases in Dragon Age. She like mentions when she talks with other NPCs in the series, she always like very flirty, very sexy, very inviting, and she has like multiple one-night stands, and she's just very like in control of her sexuality and very like open, but also pirate. She has like her own ship and everything, well, had, but she's very like dangerous, but like super sexy at the same time. So the smells here are described as aquatic notes, freshwater lotus, mint, Tahitian vanilla, sweet liqueur, and leather, smoke, and gunpowder. So yeah, you can see where the pirate and the sexiness comes in, you know. So to me, yeah, it's good. Like, I'm gonna get high from all of these, just like the fumes of all the perfumes. Yeah, but this is like, it's such a nice smell. Once again, like, I love these so much. It smells like, you can definitely smell like the leather and the gunpowder as the base. You can smell like the dangerous, like it smells like a biker jacket. That's what it smells like. But also like if a very beautiful woman wore a biker jacket, but only a biker jacket. Just like picture a sexy woman with like tousled hair and a biker jacket. This is what it smells like. You can smell the sweetness, the vanilla, the lotus. I can't really get the mint. Maybe the mint gets like buried in there and just balances things out. But you can definitely like the leather and the lotus and vanilla. It's very nice. Like, it kind of reminds me a little bit of the Musk series from, what was it, The Body Shop? It kind of reminds me of that because of the, like, also the mix of musk and the freshness and flowery scents. Yeah, I love this one. I kind of want to wear it right now, but I don't want to mix the scents together. Yeah, I could just sit there and smell this all day. But yeah, it's amazing. Like, I really recommend this for anyone who's like needs a little bit of confidence but also wants to smell like really fresh and beautiful. Like, this is a good like rocker smell, you know? You know what I mean? Like, if you're a woman that likes musky scents and also like wants some confidence, you want to feel like a pirate but also want to feel like a sexy woman pirate, this is the smell for you. Like, the creator of these scents really captured the personalities of each character in these scents and portrayed them so well. Like, this is, I love this whole thing. It's amazing. Okay, I'm gonna smell some coffees to just like get rid of the smells in my nose so I don't mix them up. Oh, that's a very strong coffee. Okay, so next on the list is Ghost Warrior, which is inspired by Fenris from the Second Dragon Age. And Fenris is like one of the romance options of the Second Dragon Age, and he's like one of the favorites of pretty much everyone because of the voice. What was the name of the voice actor? Gideon something. But like, Fenris's voice is amazing. It's very deep. And yeah, Fenris is an elf who used to be a slave but then ran off and now kills slavers for like just something to do, I guess. There's a lot more to it, but this is like the short version. And Fenris like gives off this very masculine aura. He's very like in your face, very kind of aggressive, but also like he had a lot of trauma in the past, so there's also that little bit of softness, of hesitance with him. Like, he's a little bit like quiet and awkward in certain situations, but also very like aggressive and warrior and in your face. He's like, it's called Ghost Warrior because he used to be a warrior in a guerrilla war, like he used to for a time he used to be like a savior of the innocent, kind of, in a way. But yeah, the tones of this perfume are cool greens, oak moss, vetiver, I don't know what that is, petrichor, which is just like the scent of wet ground, like ground after rain, sandalwood, musks, and leather. It's a very like masculine scent to me. Like, I guess it's supposed to be like kind of unisex, but like everything about this scent just screams like sexy man to me. Like, this is what I would, this scent I would buy for my boyfriend if I had one, you know. So to me it smells like, it's very strong. It's like really strong. You're like, oh god. You can definitely smell the leather. The leather is like the first scent you get. This video is gonna be long. Like, it's already like 26 minutes. But yeah, it's great. Like, yeah, the leather is the one that stands out the most. Next comes like the sandalwood, and on top there's like the cool greens, the oak moss. I don't know what vetiver is and what it smells like, but like, I think I can almost point it out because I know what all the other smells like. It's fresh. It's also, it has that herbal, like, it just kind of smells like a rogue that lives in a forest and wears his leather armor every day and like eats herbs and like just like, it really, like, it also like points out the character very well. Like, you would imagine that this character smells that way. It just, there's the leather of his armor, there's like the fresh greens of the poultices for like health and healing, and there's the musky scent that like what you imagine a sexy man smells like. So all in all, this is very like, I really like this. Like, it's very woodsy, very green, but also like dangerously leather, and like, you know what I mean. It's like, this is a rogue kind of smell to me. Like, I know like Fenris is a warrior, but like a Nelvan warrior, like, it's very dangerous, very sexy, and very woodsy. So yeah, let's not dilly-dally. I still have like 5 minutes. I've already been talking for half an hour. Next we have Vengeance, which is the scent for Anders, who is kind of like possessed by a vengeance spirit. He used to be a justice spirit, but now it's kind of a vengeance spirit. Like, in the game they still call him Justice, but like, it's obvious by the end of the game that it's no longer Justice, it's Vengeance. So Anders is a mage and he is a healer. He has like the whole healing shop, like infirmary kind of thing, and he's also a Grey Warden, which means like he's got that warrior aspect to him even though he is a mage. And yeah, the description to this is amber, sandalwood, vanilla, cedarwood, scrying herbs, divination spices, tea leaves, mint, aldehyde, and fig. So you can definitely see the mage aspect of it, because the only other smell that was inspired by a mage was Witch of the Wilds, and you can also, they have some similar notes to it. Like, this is like the masculine side of Witch of the Wilds. Like, it has the same like ritual spices, scrying herbs, tea leaves kind of scent, but in Vengeance you can, my family agrees that this is the best one that they like. So you can, it's a lot more fresh than you would expect. Like, the mint really comes through. Like, I guess that aldehyde and the fig, like at the base it's mint, aldehyde, and fig, and they really come through, but they're really like balanced with the amber and the sandalwood and the vanilla. It's very nice. Like, if you if you took like a scent that you would give a warrior healer and added a bunch of like mystical spirit on it, that's what it smells like. Like, you can definitely like imagine the character smelling like this. Like, once again, it's the creator of these has a very good sense of what these characters would smell like. Yeah, this is a great scent. Like, once again, I would give this to, like, it's a unisex scent that leans a bit male, but I would give this to like everyone that I would like normally be around. So like, if like boyfriend, girlfriend, anything, like, just like, wear this for me, will you? Just like, it's amazing. I could smell this all day. It's very, you can smell the amber very well. Like, I love the amber smell. Like, it's amber and mint and sweetness, and also like this spicy freshness. Like, it's very nice. It's herbal, it's sweet, but it's also like fresh and like masculine. It's great. So yeah, how many times have I said it's great in this video? Like, this is gonna be insanely long. Maybe I should like break it down into parts, I don't know. So next we have Swooping Is Bad, which is the last one I have of the Dragon Age series. This one is inspired by Alistair, Alikins, who is one of the characters of Dragon Age Origins. He is like the main love subject, the main character besides the character that you control. He is a Grey Warden. He like makes sure that he's like your best friend in the game, basically. And like, he's very sweet. I kind of expected Alistair to smell like wet dog and cheese, because that's what like he loves cheese, and Ferelden just kind of smells like wet dog, which everyone kind of emphasizes that like Ferelden smells like wet dog in the whole game. Like, there's always that joke somewhere, and you can always find cheese in random places in that game. It's a weird like Easter egg, I guess. But yeah, Swooping Is Bad smells like buttery sweet rum, fresh cut rose, airy mid notes, which I don't know what that is, but like, this is what it's described as, and cool earthy oak moss base. So the fresh cut rose, I guess, is inspired from the fact that in the game, once Alistair like falls in love with the main character, if it's a woman and like shows interest, Alistair gives them a rose that he found like a long time ago in one of the villages, and it's a very like emotional romantic scene and all that. Buttery sweet rum, I guess it's just like just a scent that fit him, I guess. I don't see why Alistair would be the kind that smells like rum, but like, he would smell sweet. He's a very like a sweet, childish character, but like also like, I will protect you, but also haha, you know, that kind of guy. The airy mid notes, I would kind of expect him to smell like at least a little bit like magey, like have that little herbal scent, which I guess why he smells like cool earthy oak moss, which is once again a masculine kind of scent. The fresh rose makes it a more sweet and feminine scent, but once again, it's a balance. It's definitely a unisex scent. Okay, let's just smell it. Like, the rose is kind of a little bit almost overpowering for me. You can definitely smell the rum. Like, you can smell that little rum, you know what I mean? And yeah, there's definitely the oak moss base. It's a very like almost a simple smell, because there's not a lot of like notes in it like it used to be. Like in the Vengeance one, there's like a huge list, and in this one it's like almost just 4 or 3. But yeah, it really does smell nice. Like I would almost like want to make this like a room smell. Like, it's very like comforting. It's not too overpowering. It's very balanced. Once you like smell it more, the oak moss really comes out and like really works with the sweetness of the rose and the rum. I would wear this like when I'm going on an adventure somewhere. Like, I wouldn't wear this like when I want to go out and like catch guys. I would just wear this more like when I just want to I imagine wearing this when I go on a hike somewhere, you know? Almost like, it's like, this is weird to say, but I feel like it would mix with my own sweat well, you know? It would mask the smell of sweat very well, which I guess for Alistair would work because I don't think he showers a lot when he's like battling in a war, you know? It's not a thing that warriors do a lot in games. But yeah, it's a very nice, like, it's clean, a little bit masculine, but also a little bit feminine. It's very clean. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. Okay, next we have the 3 femmes tragiques. I don't know how you pronounce femme tragique, something like that. And I have Queen of Shades, Original Sin, and Benevolent Destroyer. I'm gonna start with Queen of Shades. Queen of Shades is inspired by Persephone from the Greek mythology. And the scents are pomegranate, acai berry or acai berry, I don't know how that's pronounced, and fresh cut roses. So the roses and the pomegranate really go out. I mean, the pomegranate is an obvious choice for a perfume for Persephone. Persephone is a goddess of spring and also the wife of Hades, the ruler of the underworld. So she's the queen of the underworld. She's the queen of the underworld, and she's also the goddess of spring. So it's kind of like very light with very dark. She's like very balanced. She's the queen, but she's like all soft and feminine. It's a very nice scent. Once again, like, you can very clearly smell the pomegranate. It's very strong and like in your face in this perfume. And the fresh cut roses also give that sweetness and that little bit of freshness because of the, you know, fresh cut part. The berry, I don't know what that, like, I don't know what that clearly smells like, so I can't really point it out. But you can definitely, like, if you like pomegranate smells, like, this is really for you. It's very feminine once again, but also has that little bit of, like, pow in it, you know? Like it smells like a queen. It smells like the underworld queen and goddess of spring. Like, this is what it smells like. It's a very nice feminine smell, and like it's giving a lot of confidence and a lot of power in it. It's wonderful. Next we have the Original Sin, which I guess is obvious, is inspired by Eve from like the Christian mythology. And the notes are red apples, sweet pea, and English ivy. So it's very obvious why the English ivy was picked and the red apples are picked for Eve, because of the whole Apple of Eden thing and the ivy as a dress thing. The sweet pea, I guess, is just like a mid-tone to balance out the apples and the ivy. Yeah, you can really, it's a very nice smell. A lot of people like the smell from my family. Like, I would definitely wear this, but I almost like would like this also as a room smell more than actually wear it, I would probably suggest buying this as like a spray liquid, not like a solid scent. It's very fresh and very like sweet, like very fruity. The apples really come out, and the sweet peas are like really sweet. And the English ivy is just kind of wraps it up in this like very fresh scent. It's very French. It's very fresh and very fruity. Like this is a summer day kind of smell, like having tea in a like a apple orchid. It's kind of like, this smell reminds me of like having tea at an apple orchard. How do you say that word? The scent like really reminds me of like having tea next to like a basket of apples. Though I don't know where the tea comes in. Like, it doesn't have the smell of tea, but it's like it has the feel of like drinking tea with your pinky up. That, like, it's a kind of like a sophisticated, fresh, sweet smell to me. I love it. It's great. And the last one we have is Benevolent Destroyer, which is inspired by the Hindu goddess Kali, if I'm not mistaken. And it smells like orange blossoms, melon, cannabis, rose, and amber. So I don't really like the smell of melon, so it's not my favorite scent, but it's still very good. It's a very nice smell. Like, you can definitely smell, like, yeah, the melon really comes out to me, and the orange blossoms are really there to like soften the harshness of melon. Like, the melon isn't harsh, it's harsh to me because I don't really like that smell, but the orange blossom really like softens that one. And yeah, you can definitely smell also the rose, and the amber and cannabis, they kind of go together and give it that little soft smokiness in it. And she's like, this goddess is like, from what I understand, I'm not in any way like acquainted with Hindu religions, but from what I understand, she's like, on one hand she's a loving mother, but on the other hand she's like powerful destroying force. So you can really smell that femininity, softness, and the sweetness of orange blossom and melon and rose, and the cannabis and amber just kind of like balance it out with that destroying power. I suppose, like, I really think this scent would be good for someone who smokes. Like, it's the kind of scent that like complements like the smell of tobacco, or like it literally has cannabis in it, so if you smoke that, like, it really would work together with the scent of smoke, I think. Like, it's definitely a feminine scent, and if you're a woman who smokes and you're looking for some kind of scent that complements that, I would really like advise this one. Like, it's the kind of scent that I would also like want to buy like in a spray. Like, I feel like it would smell good like on linens and in clothes. Like, I don't know about you, but I'll constantly have this problem where the clothes that I don't wear start smelling like just like damp. So I feel like this would like really cover it up. Like, it's a strong scent, but it's very feminine and like fruity. So I feel like it would cover up other smells, so like tobacco and like damp and whatever. Like, I would wish to buy this one in a spray one day to just like as a cover up for other smells. Like, it's a strong scent in that way. So we've been talking here for like 45 minutes. I'm gonna try to cut this down so there's not so much of me blabbing and it's not such a long video. But if you like character inspired smells. If you like Dragon Age, if you like any of these characters or mythical beings that I mentioned, I would really suggest checking out their website, the Geek Chic Cosmetics. These are not expensive. Like, I got them on sale for $250, but in general they're $350 American dollars. So these are quite affordable. They last a long time, as evidenced by the fact that I've been using some of these for 5 years now, and they're still left. So I would really like suggest trying out at least one of them if you like one of the characters a lot and you want to see what they would smell like, or if you want some scents that would like make you feel good and you really like the descriptions of them. I would really suggest buying these. They're great. They last all day once you apply them, and they're really not hard to carry around. Like, I feel sometimes like these big bottles of perfumes, you can't really just throw them in your purse and like carry around. But these are like really small. Some of them, like, I think they're smaller than some lipsticks I have, so you can really carry them around like in your pocket or in your purse. I wouldn't suggest putting them in your pocket because they can melt. The wax and oil formula will definitely melt in your pocket after a while, but they don't take a lot of space. They are pretty cheap. They smell really good, and if you find one that really fits you, the descriptions in the site are amazing for that. I would really suggest buying these. These are like some of the favorite scents I have. I really wish I could buy the other 4 once I can manage it. I will. Like, these are great. Like, I really recommend these. I give them like a 10 out of 10. Like, my family says some of them smell soapy, so if you're not a fan of these like soapy smells, like you if you sat through this whole video, you probably like already know which one you would like. There's a lot of options here. Like, I've been talking for almost an hour, so I'm gonna link all of these down in the description. I really suggest checking out the website. If you're not into perfumes and just like hearing people's descriptions of them, maybe you like eyeshadow or like makeup and in general, like it's a really good shop. And I think they have like a free shipping. I think like if you buy $50 or more, it's free shipping in the US, and if it's $100 or more, it's free shipping internationally. To me, these to ship to France cost about 13 euros or dollars, I guess. So it's like the price of the shipping really kind of was almost the same as the price of the actual product. So this is why I don't buy a lot of these. Okay, I don't buy a lot of these. I almost buy all of them. Like, this is bullshit. Yeah, so this has been a very long video. I'm gonna try to shorten it. If it doesn't work, I'm gonna do 2 parts of it. We'll see how that works. And yeah, I hope you liked it. I hope you check out the website. Once again, I'm gonna link it down below. And thank you for watching. See you next time.